Dancing with the Stars has come to an end. Charli D'Amelio took away that number 1 spot. 2 went to Gabby. 3 Wayne. 4 Shangela. I think that people kind of expected this. I think that maybe they thought Gabby would end up winning and Charli would get number 2 because Charli's a dancer. But no, Charli came out on top. She got the number 1.
She did. And look, people are always very frustrated with the person with the dance experience winning the show. Always happens. I mean, like you brought it up before when JoJo C was on, she didn't win, but like when she didn't win, people were like, oh, she should have won. Like it just goes both ways. Like no matter what, no matter who wins, there's never going to be a unanimous winner.
Also, it comes
of like
down
the
to
entire
voting.
world. Comes down to voting. And when the final is 4 contestants and not just like 2, it's not like, oh, it's easier when it's 2, it's easier for more people to just be on one side. You know, when it's 4, you don't necessarily need to have like the numbers just add up where you could, when you win, you have the majority of the other 3. But when those other 3 band together and say, oh, she shouldn't have won because they each have their individual 3 people, then it seems like so many people are saying like, oh, she shouldn't have won. But it just comes down to voting and scores and everything. And she obviously is a phenomenal dancer. We know that. I'm very happy for Charli. I think she worked her ass off. I think she really wanted to win. It's hard because people I think fell in love with Gabby's personality on the show. She's very outgoing, funny. Charli's very shy. We know we've just from talking with her, we know that's just her personality. So I think like some people take that as not being super grateful sometimes because it's just not, she isn't outwardly like so emotional and over the top and things when it totally matters a lot to her. Gabby was also phenomenal. I think it could have gone either way between the 2 of them, but it makes sense. It makes sense for Charli to win. It does. And people can be upset because it's like, oh, people say she shouldn't even be on the show in the first place, but it is what it is. And she put in a lot of effort. Her dances were absolutely spectacular. And therefore, it's a well-deserved win.
Yeah, I think good for Charli. Congrats to her. Congrats to Gabby for getting second. I think second is still amazing. I don't think that she lost by any means. She's going to do the Dancing with the Stars tour. Charli's going to do some spots. She's a busy gal. Charli D'Amelio is very busy. And I do agree with what you're saying. I think Charli is very, very shy. We have met Charli in person multiple times, and she is very shy. And I think if you follow her, you know that. If you don't follow her, then you don't know that. And so I think for the people watching Dancing with the Stars, they may not know Charli so well, and it comes across a certain way. But either way, congratulations to all of them. Yeah. I think that Gabby, it was really awesome for her to show her personality and probably a great distraction for her. Middle of a breakup, you know, you don't want to be sitting around and, you know, slumping around. And she got to dance and have fun with Val, and looks like she's met some good friends, good banter with Vinny, and I think she got some good things out of it. So
Definitely.
I'm happy for her.
Definitely. And her freestyle was amazing. It was like a full-blown Broadway performance.
I felt bad that her shoe got stuck.
I know. There was that one moment.
Thankfully, that was at the end. So I think the dance was done with at that point.
Exactly.
And that was it.
And I do think so she's going to have awesome opportunities, and dancing on the tour, I think she'll have like awesome opportunities to shine and do those things. And maybe something like that is in her future. Charli is just, and it is very impressive because I do think Charli has grown a lot in showing her emotions in her dances and really becoming a little bit more theatrical. Her freestyle was beautiful. Mark choreographed like such a beautiful dance number. And I think it was very sweet to hear her talk about, you know, falling in love with dance again. And even Mark saying the same thing. You know, Mark hasn't been on the show for 5 years, and coming back and having the bond that they have. It was very, very nice. Like I said, the score's been amazing. I cried like a baby because it is this Len's final episode. They did a montage to him of old clips. They had old contestants send messages, and it was very emotional. You know, he was getting emotional. which made me get emotional. It was very sweet. So I'm very sad that his time is coming to an end, but it makes sense. And then there was just great moments. Everybody's dances were great. Wayne and Whitney were great. Shangela's freestyle was unbelievable. She just put on a full-blown, her own just drag show. Incredible. Gleb came out in full drag. Mm-hmm. It was shocking and amazing, and just like, I'm so happy that Gleb went all in and was like, we're fucking doing this, and committed to it, and it made the dance so great. Sasha was like, he was dancing around in a chicken wing. Like she literally threw a chicken wing at Len, like in the middle of her freestyle. Mm-hmm. That's the kind of dance they put together. So it was so perfectly Shangela. She was a breath of fresh air for this show, big time. And so I think everyone should be really proud of themselves for the finale. It was a really, really good finale. And everyone can say, oh, least shocking win ever, Charli. It's like, that's so boring. People say that when they don't really watch week to week. It's like you see the cast, and then at the end you're like, oh, who won that show? Oh, Charli did. Shocker. But it was a really great season, I thought. All in all, I thought it was great on Disney Plus. Besides some Tyra blunders here and there, it was a pretty well done season, and I feel like it's just gonna stay in like a good place on Disney Plus. But it was a very good finale for sure.